What's up guys, today we're going to do an unboxing video for a couple new helmets that I got today that I'm pretty excited to share with you guys. So today's helmet is going to be from Ruroc, and yes, they are some Batman helmets. So this is going to be my first Ruroc helmet. I'd seen mixed reviews, decided to try them out myself. This is the newest model, the EXO, I believe. Nope, EOX, my bad. So this is the newer model, and they just happen to have a pretty big sale on Black Friday. So they might have some for the holidays still yet, so check it out, because when I got this was like 60 or more % off or whatever, so I ended up getting it for a pretty good deal. And my wife actually had bought the, if you can see that right there, that's the Catwoman helmet from Ruroc. I got that for my wife for Christmas. I'd like to see the review on that one. She will be posting a video to her social medias. So let's dive into the box right away. So first, they have this on top. I believe this is for like the Shockwave, which is their headset system for these. First, there are some extra cheek pads. Let's see. And we got a lens. So I believe, I didn't realize this in the beginning, but they both, yep. So they come with a clear lens and a shaded visor also. So you get both, which is nice. So that way you don't have to go and buy two of them, because with other previous helmets that I've had, you have to pay like 40 bucks or more for the extra visor, and it just gets to be kind of a headache. So that's nice that they included that. I'm happy with that. So this comes in a nice little bag, and I believe, oh, there's one more thing in here. So this is the pin lock, and if you don't know about these, because I didn't know really much about these, another helmet of mine had come with something like this, and I didn't really know what it was for until I looked into it more. These pin locks you can actually place inside your helmet to help you not fog up when you're riding out in the rain, or if there's a lot of humidity or anything like that. I can kind of show you when I get there, but anyway, so this helmet here is the Batman edition, and so I really like the color of this when I picked it out, because it matches our Street Glide. Alright, get that in there. So it's got Batman on the side. If you look at the front too, it's got the bat ears that come up. So this thing looks way better in person than it did online, so I'm pretty happy with how it looks. It's got Batman on the side there, some little bats up there. The back of it, you can see right there. So, yep, and then it's got a little visor clip there in this corner. And then, so like I was saying with these pin locks here, what you do is you take off this visor, and there's like little tabs on each side, and you'll bend this to fit into your visor, pop it in there, make sure that you wipe it off and everything, and it creates like a little gap between your visor and this see-through visor piece, and that helps it so it doesn't end up fogging up on you. So that'll be kind of cool to test out, because where I live, there's, you know, you run into a bunch of rain and different things like that, and especially like when we've gone down to trips to Sturgis, and like me and the wife, we headed back, and one minute it's like raining and then it's super humid and everything. When we hit rain like all the way back, so I was constantly having to wipe my visor, and or try to flip it up and everything like that. So yeah, so we'll look at the inside. So the inside, you can see the padding in there. They have, one thing I like is they have like the little earpieces actually open, so that when you buy the headsets for these, you can just put the little Velcro piece in there. A lot of them have those like covered and everything. I've noticed with like different headsets I've gotten, that'll muffle the noise and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool that they have it cut out. Like I said, it did come with extra cheek pads too. I heard a lot of these had people have problems with the cheek pads being too big and pushing up on your face and stuff like that. So they implemented some smaller ones in here, which is nice, so that you don't have to go through the trouble of doing that. They do have this new little lock system here too for the chin lock, and I hadn't seen these until I saw this one. But you just place it in there, and it's like a magnet, and it just magnets together, and you can yank on it as hard as you want, and that thing won't move. And then if you just take this little piece here, pop it, and it pops right off. And I was kind of hesitant about that. Usually I get the little chin straps, you know, that just pop right in. The name escapes me right now, but anyway. But I did look into these, and there was some like a lot of tests done on them and stuff like that. People picking up, you know, like a couple 100 pounds with them, a couple 1,000 pounds with them, with like a forklift, and it wouldn't budge. Like the helmets that they were testing them on actually broke before the locks did. So, so there's been a lot of times where I've been heading down the road and forgotten to latch my helmet, and you know, before I had the latch, where you had to go and, you know, actually push it through the little clip piece and, you know, get it all nice and strapped or whatever. So I've had to deal with both while riding, unfortunately. But so that'll be a nice change. So if you forget it, you can just click it in there. So, but yeah, so I'm excited to test this out. This is the Ruroc Batman helmet. If you want to get yours, you can go on their website, and they also have different visor options and everything. One thing too that I heard is they upgraded the ventilation and the headpiece, and I've heard that the top is really nice. They said that you can feel the air coming through right away, which is a step up, I believe, from the last model that I'd heard. And then in here, it's actually behind the face, and you can pop up those vents there. And then another thing I forgot to tell you guys, so these little fin pieces are like that, you know, that fit right into the helmet there. You can kind of see these pop right out, and they actually have their headset system that pops right in there, and then you can charge it right in your helmet. And then so these pieces will just pop off. One side goes to the battery, and one side is the actual piece itself, and then you can just go and put in your ear pads, or the speakers anyway, and put them in there. And yeah, so I like that look because it's a lot nicer and sleeker. One thing I like to do is take a lot of videos and pictures and stuff like that, so taking it with a helmet that you can't really tell that it's on there will be nice. You know, you don't have those big blocky you know, headset pieces that you got to mess with and everything. And yeah, so I actually ordered one of those because it didn't come with it. I wasn't quite sure on it. I wanted to kind of look up reviews and stuff before I bought one. So I also got me and the wife each one of those also, so we'll be testing those out. But yeah, so if you have one, leave a comment below what you think about them. I've heard a lot of good things about these EOXs so far. So, and it's a pretty lightweight helmet actually too. They're pretty sleek and pretty lightweight. So I don't know, I'm excited to test them out. So like I said, if you have one, comment below and let us know your experiences with them. And thank you for checking out my video. Stay safe and ride safe. All right, almost forgot, as a little bonus, I was gonna show some of the other helmets, the other Batman helmets that I've had. Some of you guys have seen them over the years, and some of you guys probably have never seen them. So if you guys are new, so this one is one that I found a while back on eBay actually, and it actually has like the solid ears on it and stuff. And around the time of the Christian Bale movies, they released these, and there was a limited run of them, and by the time I found out, they had been discontinued. So luckily I was able to snag one of these, so I was just gonna show you real quick. The ears do drag quite a bit. So and the other one that I got was this one. It's got the Ben Affleck bat symbol on there, and this is an HJC helmet. And yeah, I got that a few years ago. So this was my main one that I used quite a bit. So yeah, I was just gonna show that to you guys real quick, share those, being I am unveiling all the Batman helmets. And then if you want to look here too, this is my wife's helmet. She got the Ruroc Catwoman helmet from the '92 movie. And so yeah, go to her video and check that out. I'll link it in the descriptions, or tag her on whatever social medias that these pop up on. So yeah, thanks again for checking this out. Stay safe and ride safe.